Hello and welcome to day 46 of the 1000 days of Nocode challenge. Yesterday, we explored about URL parameters in Bubble, and that allows the users to move from one section to another section or from one page to another page with context. We have another way to get the same functionality done, and that is called path parameters. Let's explore what is path parameters and how do we use that. Let's get started. Now, to understand path parameters, let's go to LinkedIn, My Network. As we can see, we have My Network and then /grow, right? We have question mark with key value pair here, but before to that, we have My Network and then grow as well, which is separated by slashes. Now, if I go to messages, you can see we have a similar concept of messaging /thread some big value, right? These are the parameters which are separated by just slashes, right? It does not have key value pair. So let's see how do we implement this on Bubble and how do we read this. If we have to use the same concept as home, explore and notification that we did previously, then this is how we do it, right? So let me create a new page which is called tweet clone. And I'll clone this from tweet page, create, and when we click on explore, edit workflow, we said go to page, tweet clone. We are done, go to page tweet. Now because we have cloned from there, it has automatically got changed to tweet clone. Okay. Now we were sending parameter to the page. Okay. We can remove this. And then we'll have to send the data from here, right? So use arbitrary text and then send whatever parameters you want. Now, in our case, we want to send explore here. I'll copy this. We will go to notifications. I will paste this, right? And we can delete the older workflow that we had added. Go here and add notification. Now on the design tab, in the conditionals, it is no more get value from page URL is explore. It is, we have to change it slightly. Click on this and from parameter, change it to path segments as list. Okay. And now you can say item number 2 is explore. Now let's copy this particular condition. Go to the groups or go to notification. Add a similar thing. Change this to notification. Right. Likewise, go to the group that we had added for notification and explore. And the same thing, notification, and for this one, explore, which we have already copied. Okay. One last thing, when we click on home, we can change this one to item 2 is not empty, then EB. Let's see if this is working fine. So we are on the home screen. When I click on explore, it comes to explore and you can see this one coming up. We forgot to add the condition to group F, right? So we'll add it here and then item 2 is not empty. Then this should be hidden. So let's see if this is working fine. I'll remove this debug mode equal to true. And we are on home right now. So we have share your thought and this group and post button. When I go to explore, it is showing the green group that we had added previously. When I go to notification, it is showing this one and this is also getting highlighted. When I come back to home, again this is back. Now you can see we do not have key value pairs here. We have path parameters. Okay. Now I would like to tell you something. Let's go to a new page called params explore. Let me add param1. So I'm going to add a few params in both the cases and show you how we extract them. So I'm going to add 4 of them, and the first case we will add key value pair. Okay, and this is get data from page URL, and we can say param1. Okay, so I'm copying this, going over here, insert, paste, and this can be made as 2. Likewise, we will do it for 3 and 4. Now let's click on preview, and you can see nothing has come in here, but I'll be adding it now. Param1 equals to 1, 2, 3. In this case, the params will start with a question mark, and each of the parameters will be separated by a ampersand symbol. Okay, so I'll put a question mark and I'll say param1 equals to 1, 2, 3, ampersand param2 equals xyz, ampersand param3 equals mno, and param4 equals a, b, c, d. So all the 4 has come here. Now the beauty of using this particular method is it doesn't matter where your params are placed, right? So I can add it over here. I can put an ampersand here. Okay, I had 2 ampersand here, so let me just remove that. But you can see the value remains the same, right? Even if I put the param4, which is ABCD, from here to here, the values remain the same. Okay, now let me change this slightly. The other way of doing it is path segment as list, okay, which is text, and then you will have to tell item number 1, okay, copy, and here item number 2, here item number 3, and here item number 4. Okay, now let's go here, and we do not need the question mark in this case. We segregate everything by slash. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 slash xyz slash mno slash abcd. Okay, so we've got param explore here. That is the page name. Actually, this has to be number 2. Okay, let me go back. So as you can see, we've got param explore first, and then 1, 2, 3, and then xyz and mno. So we had to make it as 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's because we also have a page name which comes as the param. So the page name will always be parameter 1 in this particular case, right? So we'll have to change this item number 2, 3, 4, 5. So quickly fast forward 4 and 5. Let's refresh. And we've got 1, 2, 3, XYZ, MNO, and ABCD. But here you need to be very careful, because if I remove the ABCD from here and add it over here, right, like we did in the previous case, everything will get changed. So now this became the param 1, this became param 2, this became param 3, and this is param 4. So the URL looks a bit neat in this case, but you have to be very, very careful as to what are the params that you are sending. And that's path parameters for you. And so we have explored both URL parameters and path parameters. You can choose the one which you like the most. I like URL parameters because even if the URL parameters get shuffled here and there, it will still work. But with path parameters, we need to be very, very careful as to the parameters are coming at the right place. I hope you're enjoying this series and learning a lot. If you're doing so, please share it on social platforms and inspire others. See you in the next one.